Russia expands control in eastern Ukraine. Amid escalating fighting, Ukraine's defense line in the Kurakhovo area is under great pressure from Russia's relentless attacks. In recent days, strategic Ukrainian positions have fallen into the hands of Russian forces, pushing the war situation in eastern Ukraine into a more difficult phase than ever. Russia takes control of strategic positions. On the evening of December 12th, the Russian Defense Ministry announced that its armed forces had taken full control of the village of Vesely Gay, an important position located east of Lyubimovka. The released video showed the Russian flag being raised in Vesely Gay and also flying in the area east of Lyubimovka. This confirmed that Russia now controls at least half of the town of Lyubimovka, marking an important step forward in the offensive. In another development, in the village of Ganivka, also known as Anovka, Russian forces have surrounded a large group of Ukrainian soldiers. According to Ukrainian sources, about 500 soldiers are trapped in the fire pit created by Russia in this area. Reports say that fierce fighting is taking place in the streets of the village, with Ukrainian forces having little way to safely retreat. The only escape route in the southwest is also blocked by another village, making it extremely difficult to maneuver and withdraw. The situation in Ganivka is a clear demonstration of the increasing pressure the Ukrainian army is facing, as defense lines along the eastern front continue to be penetrated. NATO Challenger 2 tank destroyed. In addition to losses on the defense line, Ukrainian forces continue to suffer heavy losses in military equipment. Among them, the British-supplied Challenger 2 tanks, once expected to be steel shields on the battlefield, are showing many weaknesses against Russian attacks. The Russian Ministry of Defense announced that its northern forces had destroyed 2 Challenger 2 tanks on Russian territory in the Kursk region. Video footage later released confirmed this information, showing precision strikes by small Russian FPV drones. According to the video, the Russian drones targeted the weak points on the Challenger 2 tanks. One was hit on the turret roof, which is the weakest part of the defense, while the second was hit on the front of the hull. Both attacks caused heavy damage, making it difficult for the tanks to recover. The 2 tanks were part of Ukraine's 82nd Airborne Brigade. The introduction of this modern weaponry into the battlefield was expected to help Ukraine turn the tide, but successive failures have raised doubts about its actual effectiveness in the context of fierce fighting. The situation is increasingly difficult for Ukraine. The recent developments in Kurakhovo, Lyubimovka, and Ganivka are a clear demonstration of the growing pressure that Ukraine is facing. While the defense lines are constantly being pushed back, the loss of important equipment such as the Challenger 2 tank also significantly reduces the defensive strength and counterattack capability of Ukrainian forces. Despite receiving strong support from NATO and Western countries, Ukraine seems to be having difficulty maintaining its defensive positions against the relentless attacks of Russia. The war situation in eastern Ukraine continues to be complicated, with losses constantly increasing on both sides.